Oh yeah.
Man, I told that bitch humble herself. Who is you to judge a nigga by his wealth? When you ain't got shit together, you down so. Should we all fucked up? We all need up. I don't need a bitch cause I do by myself. That shit real out here. It's fake out here. You fake, you a snake, do not come around here. I see God right in front of me. She Satan in the river. I don't fear no man. God is the only thing I fear. Only you be king, but for anything. You see the clothes, you see the dollars on my chain. It ain't no reason we gon' find a way to make with it. Get that straight. I can't be happy to the end, but like yes, king. But the heat is a proper change. I can't wait to have my own white slaves. It's 2021 and we still getting high. Trust me, it's gonna come a day when y'all find it. My time try to win. And if you sorry, you can just be fucking for shit. Up to you, baby, get you know we need to know. They know we tell the truth. I love these past things. You ain't got proof. They know we never did. I told you guys, you got this there. Yeah, I can hear it. I do like to hear it. He like a little round. I'm the same nigga. I'm the same nigga. I'll be a famous rapper. I just make another deposit. I'm saying, don't need for me enough the money in my pocket. I'm fake love my bullshit. These niggas stop pay no money over me. I advise you not to try to do alright. Nigga, fuck the rest. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm tired. You know, okay, yeah. What you expect? That bitch right now, you know, I know that, brother. That cost a love, man. Yeah, I'm good. You became neighbor. Real niggas make me. Shit changes. I'm just lying to tell you, here we go. Now that I can see that you respecting you, this shit is real. Yeah, so definitely is different. We talk this shit out. We live.
Straight like that.
Yeah. Hey, UBK, y'all niggas tripping.
Y'all different.
Hey man, clap it up, man. One West Radio, we in the building, man. You hear me? You know what it is. Every Thursday, One West Radio is going down, man. I'm Captain Ballheart, man. Captain Quan to my right.
What's happening?
Officer Thapawan to my left. Officer Karaz. Hold on, is that one minute 5,000 cents? Oh, hey, get this brother in hand, man. This no fresh on the 5,000? How you feel?
How I feel? Yeah. I feel like it's time to go to work.
All right. Man, that's not what you told me, but I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
You good. You know what I mean? Congratulations to you. Well deserved. You know what I mean? Definitely one of the hardest workers in Israel, man. He got his due. But what I told him, man, everything you did don't mean nothing now. You hear me? Now it's time to get it. You feel what I'm saying? So, but excellent job, man. We're gonna go over a few things today on One West Radio, for sure. Of course, you know the world is ending. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for us to gear up and get into our natural state of being, submissive. Yeah, submitting ourselves to the Most High. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And getting ourselves corrected, up in our morality, like Commander Juliana said. You know what I mean? You got to up our morality and come correct and make sure that we dotting our I's and crossing our T's. You know what I'm saying? And making sure everything's on point going forward. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into a few topics today. One of the first topics we're gonna get into is one of my favorite topics of all time. This is my time in the ISUBK is women. You know what I'm saying? Women. You know what I mean? And this is coming from a man who loves women, and I don't berate women. You know what I mean?
I have women.
Yeah, I don't down talk women and anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But the truth must be the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's just funny because it was Women's International Day the other day.
Yep.
And can I read you something? I'm gonna read you something real quick, right? This is on the Women's International's website, right? I'm gonna read this and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna speak on Women's International Day and women believing about a whole bunch of things. And let's just go for it, right? Imagine a gender. This is from internationalwomensday.com. Imagine a gender equal world, right? A world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination. A world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive. A world where difference is valued and celebrated. Together, we can forge women's equality. Collectively, we can all break the bias. Celebrate women's achievement. Raise awareness against bias. Take action for equality. And from what I take of that is, now let's take the positives about women first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women are, they are excellent helpmates.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I tell my woman all the time, like, especially when we're arguing. I say, you might help me. Expletive, help me. You feel me? This is when we're arguing, so it comes all out, right?
Yeah.
Help me achieve my goal. You know what I mean? So now, of course, that's in anger and all that, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
So now we go from there, and I tell women are excellent at helping a man that they love.
Mm-hmm.
They are like
second to none.
You know what I'm saying? Even some women will tell you that they're more loyal to you than men. Some women will say that I'm this. I heard that before. I'm like, damn. Then you start thinking about your niggas like, what? Damn. In the world, you was like, damn, you are. You did bail me out. You know what I mean? What else are women good at? They're great at sacrificing.
Yeah.
A woman who loves you is gonna sacrifice their life for you. Straight up. I'm trying to tell you. A woman who loves you will give up their life for you because they love you. They want to. The scriptures say their eyes should be what's that scripture say?
Evil towards the husband?
No, not the evil towards the husband. When they're trying to give the man pleasure.
In Genesis.
In Genesis, what did it say? You know what I'm talking about.
The
desire to water. The desire for her, a woman, to be to her husband. Like her whole job is to please her man. You feel what I mean?
Right.
Like a righteous woman is going to do that. She wants to sacrifice for her family. She wants to make sure her man is, content, happy, and doing what he wants to achieve in life. And if you're a man of God, your whole life is based around serving the Most High and what work you can bring. So a woman's job is to support you in that. So, of course, we're giving the positives right now of what a righteous woman would be like, right?
Mm-hmm.
A righteous woman is going to love her husband. She's going to bring reverence and not shame to her house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To her husband. Her husband. You know what I mean? So she's going to bring reverence, right? People going to look at your wife and say, "Damn, man, oh, Captain Gadar, he has an excellent. He has an excellent wife. That's an excellent brother to have an excellent wife like that, man. Captain Kwon, man, he has an excellent wife. To have an excellent wife, you got to be an excellent brother. Number one, Christ, like you understand what a woman can do for a man in the gates. That's what scripture says.
Right.
Paraphrase. So just think about those positive things, and then there's many more, of course. There's many more. I'm just naming a few. Let's speak on the negative, if you don't mind.
So you want to speak on the
Let's
negative?
speak on the negative a little bit about why women feel they should be equal. Go ahead.
I mean, to answer your question,
Mm-hmm.
the whole Women's International Day is a charade.
It's for sure. But let me ask you this. Though, Quan, Dr. Juan, President. Are me and you equal?
Nah, son.
Lie.
Are we equal in this one? Men ain't equal.
Come.
So how the hell am I supposed to be equal to this woman?
It's-
How are we gonna make joint decisions?
doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Can you put a precept, President, where it says the man should be the head of the household? You put that? Go ahead, Dr. Juan. You want to say something?
No, nah, son.
Quan, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, this whole Women's International Day and just this quote unquote charade for women's empowerment, it's an illusion to really set aside that they want to be empowered. That's really what it boils down to. It's a facade. It's false. I want to be equal because I want the same amenities that you have. And I had watched somebody actually break down. I forget this devil's name, but I be watching them battle women. You know what I mean, in different topics.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought up that because she brought up, well, most of the men, financially, most of the most successful financial individuals in the world are men.
Right.
And she was like, why is that not women? And he was like, well, what your problem is and how you're analyzing it is you're taking the small minority, 1% of the world, and you're saying women aren't having the same, the access when they have nothing to do with power in the sense of you not having the opportunities. He said, you guys are trying to fight for corporate America jobs and these jobs that mean everything, but we don't ever hear you talking about people that are laying bricks or working construction or doing this. Women don't have no problem saying they don't want to do that job. Like, all of a sudden, where's the equality in that?
Yeah.
The equality is only when it's benefiting you. You know what I mean? And that's the point. You're not thinking about equality. You're only thinking about what benefits you individually.
Absolutely.
And that's why we say it's a lie. It's false. And there's no equalness in this. Really, just say you want an opportunity to have a chance at something. I can respect that more. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, y'all want to push the lie. Y'all want to push we got to be equal. We got to empower women to be more on the same page. And then when it doesn't fit the narrative that makes sense for you, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean, you want to jump back into the double standard.
Right.
Like you gotta pick and choose. You know what I mean? If you really want to be equal, so when that man slaps you across your damn head because you put your hands on him first, that's called equality too. That's just how I look at it, right? Is it not equality? You know what I mean? Hit for hit, you know what I mean? But let's be real. Let's live in a reality of this, man. There's no equalness, like Cap was saying. We're not equal in this room. You know what I mean? Women, you'll never be equal to me. Vice versa. You'll never be equal to men. But there's levels to this. But that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? On that slide.
You want to answer it, brother?
Good, sir. I'm saying, and women know that they're the weaker vessel. They know that they're under men. They know that they don't have the same strength as men, and all these type of things. Like I kind of what I'm saying, like that is why they don't go and try to fight for the construction jobs or things of that nature. Like they know that they're weaker than men. It's the fact that they have a problem with being under men, and that's the demon on a lot of these women. You know what I'm saying? They have a problem with being under men. They have a problem with following directions. You have a problem with hearing that you don't run shit. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the problem is, and you need to fight that demon on you. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's all I gotta say.
No. I mean, y'all all brought some heavy points. I mean, what I would say is, I look at the spirit behind one of the things, like everything y'all brought up was so true. But I look at it like, damn, like I question your sexuality. I question like, what are you really trying to get out of what you're saying that you want to be equal with a man? Like, do you want to be a man? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're telling me you just want to be a man. Vice versa, you got men who in the parades with them, they want to be women. You know what I'm saying? And then also too, it's a lack of masculinity in the earth, which is only here in the ISUBK. Everybody outside the ISUBK, there's no masculinity in the earth outside of us. This is non-existence. There's no ranking order. There's no yes sir, no sir. Following someone else's lead. There's none of that outside of the ISUBK. So women, like it says in the prophecies, Isaiah 3:12, and children shall be the oppressors, and women shall rule over them. It's because men are being men, and women see that, and they like, okay, now's our time. Just hop on. We're over you. You know what I mean? And because man is so weak, they are over you. They are over you. They're your supervisors. They're the women that cheat on you. You get right back with them. They are ruling over average Black, Hispanic, Native, but not in here though. No, not in here. So like,
just all your points were so excellent, man. Like, can you pull that for me if you could?
Come on, sir.
But I want to just add to every point that y'all said. One thing is we talked about women and men not being equal. Another part is this too, though. You know what I mean? Like the feminist movement. This where it's rooted in women's liberation and women's equality is rooted in feminism, right? And the fact that white women put Black women on the front lines to be the basically the face of feminism, but it wasn't for them. Just like civil rights, Black people were put on the front lines of the civil rights movement, but homosexuals and women got
walked through the back door.
They got backdoored. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So now,
Yeah.
the same thing is happening with feminism. When you put the black woman who can work that neck, who can work that mouth, you know what I mean? I'm talking figuratively. You know what I mean? And they can use those things to fight against, a man, or fight against society and make you believe that, okay, this is how it should be. It should be, a man is saying it should be, I'm a provider in this or whatever. But a woman says, no, I want to provide. But the thing is, the cold part about this, though, it ain't about equality. It's about a woman usurping her authority over you.
Facts.
It's about her having power over you. That's what it really is. It ain't about equality. Equality is a facade.
Exactly.
It's garbage. It's a lie. There is no equality amongst men and women. And everyone knows that through nature. And through nature tells us there's no equality. You know what I mean? And our job, like Dr. Juan said, is to take back our household. And why are we celebrating murderers? Is there a men's international? Wait,
my goodness.
Hold on. Is there a men's international day?
Negative.
Well, let's look at it. Let's fact check. But why are we
Nothing that's
celebrating murderers? A woman who believes that it's her body, her choice. That she kills, just black women alone kill 350,000 on average a year having abortions. Why are we celebrating murderers? You scared of the nigga on the block that got 6 bodies. You're not scared of the woman that got 6 abortions. You know what I'm saying? Why are we not talking? Why is this not at the front lines of things?
That's a serial murder.
Right. When you had 21 Savage carrying a sign a couple years ago with his horror of a woman, Amber Rose, talking about, I'm not a slut. When it's slut shaming is a thing. How is slut shaming a thing? When is being a whore being okay to be accepted?
Right.
You know what I mean? What are we really celebrating when we celebrate Women's Day? I'm gonna celebrate a woman who says, damn what the white man says about having children. My number one job is to have a child and raise that baby. I'm gonna celebrate that.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna celebrate a woman who sacrificed her life for her child. You feel what I mean? That's a woman I'm gonna celebrate. I can't, like, a career is beautiful. That's good to have. You know what I mean? But it's better to be in your child's life. When you lay down with a man, you had that child, you said, man, damn everything in front of me. This child is the most important thing to my life. And once we can realize that as a society, then we can raise your so-called, they call their sons kings?
Yeah.
You're not raising a king, you're raising a murderer and a drug dealer. Because you're gonna kick the father out the home. And you're celebrating in Women's International Day and Mother's Day and all these garbage holidays that the white man gave you, but you're destroying that very seed that was supposed to be celebrated in your years. You feel what I'm saying?
For false empowerment.
For false empowerment.
It's like, if I could kind of add on to what you're saying, how a woman should cherish the fact of loving, having babies. You should love the man that you having babies by as well. You know what I'm saying? Honor him, reverence him, and know that you under him. You know what I'm saying? You're having his seed. You know what I'm saying? And you should want to continue to have his seed as long as you live. You know what I'm saying? Don't just get caught up in what society, it's too much on me, is too much on that. Like, sisters back in the day would love to have children by their husbands. You know what I'm saying? They were praying to the Lord that you get me, to allow this man to get me pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Allow me to have seed by this man. I'm barren. I ain't had it. We've been married, for however long. I ain't had a baby by him yet. You know what I'm saying? So, but now it's just like, no, I want to wait. I want to put my career before this. I want to put I want to put my life before that. And granted, you give your sisters have babies, recently. You give them time to, recover and heal and all that type of stuff. But sisters, you gotta honor and respect the fact that who you're marrying and that you're having a child by brothers in this truth, or by the brother that you're having a baby by. If you can't think about that and be like, he's not a nigga worth of having a baby by, then maybe you should reconsider opening your legs to that man. You know what I'm saying?
If I may, sir, like what y'all saying is so heavy. Is like women, the whole Women International Day. Women are nowadays. Women are focused on being men when they haven't even fulfilled being a woman yet. You know what I'm saying? Like having a child, that is being a woman. Every woman wants a child. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like to abort a child is so evil. But how do you want? Where's the equality for that child? You understand what I'm saying? Right. Where's the equality for the baby that you murdered? You want to talk about the damn equality? You're living while that child can't live. That's all I gotta say.
Man, if I may, this is something that always strikes me when I think about women's empowerment. I think about you women pushing the narrative that you have to be in power and have authority and want to be celebrated, right? And want to get put on a pedestal and acknowledged for the things and accomplishments that you make, right? And then after you figure out all those things and you get there and you're late in your age, then you want to have a baby. Then, but in the midst, you forgot about, like you said, all those abortions that you just had. Then you forget about all the IVF treatment. If y'all don't know what IVF, that's in vitro fertilization, where you cannot actually have a baby on your own because you tore your womb up so much.
You done made your womb a tomb.
You done made your womb a tomb. Like, I hear this every day. I have to take phone calls for women crying, I've been trying to have a baby for the last 8 years. But you didn't realize you had 7 abortions years prior to this.
Good night.
You shouldn't have children.
Right.
We should thank the Lord as a blessing that you don't bring other monsters like you into this earth, man. That's the sad reality you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear somebody tell you the truth. The truth is, you want women's empowerment, empower women to be women again.
Right.
That's women's empower. Empower daughters to want to grow up and have children. Grow up and want to take that nurturing as far as conduct, as far as a woman. Like, there's ways to be a woman. You got men these days that are trying to be you. Like, that's the real problem. You know what I mean? You want to empower women? Stop allowing men to try to take your position. That's how I see things. You change that. Make your position that much more important. Take a stance and say, real women are real women. You know what I mean? That's really empowering women. Not allowing these trans to actually come out here and call themselves women. That's why you're having so many problems, because you're confusing this whole thing. You know what I mean? And the reality of the situation is that really, like we've been bringing out, women's empowerment is just another joke. It's another thing to just put yourself on a pedestal to make you feel good when it's really not doing any. It's not proactive in any way. Go ahead,
I'm gonna celebrate the woman. I'm gonna celebrate the woman who's in absolute authority under her husband.
Man,
that's a woman who's gonna get looked at with honor. Like, a woman who is married and is under her husband's subjection and is absolutely under authority and obeys her husband to the utmost, she's gonna be the highest praised woman in the nation, because she is gonna be the goal to what every man wants their woman to be like.
Right.
So that's where you're going. It ain't about, oh yeah, you a lawyer, man, you making this much, man, that's good. It ain't about that. It's about how well do you obey your husband. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn, that well? Shit, man. My wife need to hang with your wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get my wife around your wife, because I got a hard head on my job, on my crib. You know what I mean? I got a woman who don't want to obey at my crib. And you think it's about money. Hell no, it's about, because let me tell you why it's so important. If a man tells his woman what to do, it trickles down to his children. Mm-hmm. If I tell my woman, hey, I don't want my kids going to that spot no more, going to your sister's house or your brother's house, or I don't want my children eating this meal, I don't want my children learning that, watching that comes down. So if she's in complete authority, my household is in order, because I can run my household from 3,000 miles away. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? While I'm working, I'm in different cities, right, getting with the Akim. My household is in complete authority under me, away from it, because my woman obeys me. Right. And that's a woman who needs to be celebrated. Right. You know what I'm saying? So how dare we celebrate these women who kill children and who cheat on their husband and who want abilities as a man? Why would you want abilities as a man? Don't you know that's a mental case?
Man, you got problems.
Don't you think you got a mental problem to want to usurp authority or want to be equal to a man? You can't be equal to a man, sis. Ain't no way. Even if you make twice as much money as him, you would never be equal to him.
Facts.
His strength ain't in money. It's in power, and you don't have that.
Yeah, I got a preset.
You damn near transgender.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Without being transgender.
Yeah. I don't understand how certain men get beat up from certain women, meaning beat up spiritually or mentally, having a woman tell you, you ain't no real man, you ain't this. How a bitch gonna tell you, excuse my language, how a bitch gonna tell you what a real man is? Her idea of a man is a man who serves her and believes in everything she says.
Man.
That ain't a real man.
And then
If I could, a real man is someone who comes and serves God and understands that he can never be under authority of no woman.
Right.
You know what
so
I'm
like,
saying?
so you
Like
said it's
that.
so heavy. Like a real man to a woman is what she thinks in her mind and what she fabricates him to be. And the moment he stops being that, he no longer becomes a real man, and she goes finds the next man that she'll consider a real man
For a time.
for a time.
She'll sleep with him too. The problem is the woman ain't even had a father before in her life.
Man.
She ain't ever had a father, but she has an idea because she watches TV of what a man should be, and you should be like that. But the problem is she never had a real man in her life, period. And she's trying to tell you what you should be like. And because you so weak and you without knowledge, you start to believe that you should be like that. And that's how suckers are created.
I got a precept. You want to know what a real woman is? This is a real woman. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 14.
Facts.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
And listen, it's Women's International Day.
Hey,
Can you get a moment of silence for the women?
Most High Christ. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
A mind what?
Well instructed.
A mind what?
Well instructed.
Let me instruct your mind and tell you what I want to lay down in my crib.
No, well instructed, sir.
Huh?
Well instructed.
Well, yeah, right. A well instructor. Yeah. She think that's what it is. No, well instructed.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Let me instruct you on how I want my house to be ran while I'm gone and handle it the way I said it. You understand?
Right.
Because, like I said, a woman under the complete authority of a man is always gonna win.
Every time.
Trust me. Listen, if you have a man who shares, like who has multiple women, you want your man to be at your crib a little more. Be a mind well instructed. You know what I mean? That might help your case and help your time as you go in life. But if you don't want your man to come around, don't listen to him. Don't just ignore him. Fuck what he's talking about. and see him, in the next 3-4 months or something like that.
If that.
You know what I mean? Go ahead.
If I could, like, we talking about empowering women, like, they don't ever want to empower righteous sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't ever want to, like, you don't see no righteous sisters at this empowerment movement.
Right.
They when, like, sisters that are in the truth and you're righteous, understand that they look at you like, oh, she's just weak. She's under her man.
Right.
She's this. When you're actually the strongest of them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to teach. They teaching women in this Women International Day. I'm damn near sure they're having meetings and glorifying. They're teaching them how to be independent, how to be boastful, how to be everything other than what it is to be righteous. And when you look at the book of Titus, chapter 2, I believe, 4th verse, it talks about how a woman how a woman can empower other women. Right. And that's a teacher of good things, teaching her how to love her husband, teaching her how to raise her children, teaching her how to be respectful to the priests and things of that nature. Like, these are the things that really empower women, not what you're trying to teach a woman on Women's International Day. You know what I'm saying? As far as let me continue to be a whore, let me continue to be it's good to be this, focus on yourself and your career. They teach you nothing but selfishness and how to be a goddamn murderer. You know what I'm saying?
But because like my thing is, like, okay, women like that. Women, the strippers, the video vixens, these whores, right? That want power. And that day, according to the Bible, we know that those are going to be the same women that's going to be running for help.
Right.
Running to us. We'll eat our own bread and just take our approach. Yeah. Like it say 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, but that don't mean I got rid of them all. Yeah. Right. To like it. Yeah. Like, facts. No. Hell no. You understand what I'm saying? Like
you gotta think of your ride as a holy ride.
Kind.
Man, your ride is holy ride.
Gosh.
I be saying that to my ride sometimes. Well, dash. Excuse me.
Yo.
Like every man, I know what I mean? No homo. You're a hoe.
No, real talk.
Don't give yourself to every person.
Real talk.
That smile in your face. You know what I mean?
Real
You want to be a person that, separates, what they want and who you are, and show your strength through your mind. Your strength in your physical, in your mind. You know what I mean? You gotta let women know they can't have you just by a little ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or a bigger ass. You get what I'm saying? Ass can't be the thing that tuck you and put you away. You feel me? What can she bring to the table? How can she obey you as a man?
What can
You feel
you
what
do
I
for
mean?
me? Like, you said so heavy, like, you gotta, like, when you read that precept in Matthew the 25th chapter with the bridegroom and 10 maids, and then the ones that weren't smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had that oil with them, right? You know what I mean? They came knocking after her. He came out and said, "Who are y'all?"
He denied.
Yeah, he denied them.
Right.
That's the point. Like, he let it clear, like, my ribs that's supposed to be here are already here.
You know what the cold part about that precept? Not to cut you off, but the cold part about that precept, it wasn't even talking about multiple wives. That's talking about the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, kind of.
Like that's why he said I like the kingdom of heaven to 10 verses. He's not even talking about women. He's talking about what the kingdom of heaven is if you stop working, if you're not prepared for when your Lord comes. You feel what I'm saying? So like that's so heavy because a woman need to be prepared all the time.
Right. And so that's and just to understand it, that's the mindset. You know what I mean? Like, be ready. Like, this whole women's international thing, women, you want to be empowered, get you a man.
That's how you get power.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like we as men, as priests, we go to war at camp. We go to war in class. We go to war, like, street teaching. Like, sisters, go to war with that sewing machine. Go to war in the kitchen. Go to war changing them damn diapers.
But how amazing is that for a man?
That's what I'm saying.
Like how amazing is it for me to be like, I need a garment.
Come on, man.
I'm about to go to the city. I need a garment, man. I'm hungry as hell. I need man, look it. Fast food is alright. Ain't nothing like a home cooked meal.
Nothing like it.
Ain't nothing like a home cooked meal. Ain't nothing coming home to some kids that love you after their mother took care of them. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. Like, ain't nothing like it. You feel what I mean? Those things you can't buy.
If I could, so I'll ask you, so what did you say to a woman that be like, that's not fair, that all I do is
fair.
Diapers.
Fair. That's what I would say. Fair? Life ain't fair, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I love you. Listen, I tell women, I love you. This ain't fair, man. Life ain't fair. What we do ain't fair at all. We have roles to play. And you got to play your role just like I got to play my role. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I can help you out in your roles here and there, but you can never help me out in my roles. You can't. You get what I'm saying? But check this out, though. Fair is a myth. It's imaginary. You know what I mean? We got loads to carry, and I expect you to carry your load just like you expect me to carry my load. And I'm continue carrying my load until I die. You know what I'm saying? I expect you to carry your load until at least they're 18.
You so
You
right
feel
about
what I'm saying?
that. I make it clear, like you said, life is not fair, baby, but it is warfare.
There you go. You hear me?
It is warfare. Just how
that's your warfare.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
That kitchen is warfare.
That is your war.
Them babies is warfare.
That is your war.
Like
come
listen,
on.
I can't never. I'll be a damn fool if I say that me and my woman take care of the kids equally. That's not true.
Exactly.
It's not true. My woman take care of them babies.
Yeah,
I get to
right.
be like, yeah, you want some toys? I get to do the fun shit. Like, you get some food, some toys, and y'all gonna hang out with me and shit. Like, I do the grunt work too, but not as much as she do. Right. It ain't equal. But guess what though? I'm on the back end going crazy.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm really on that back end going crazy. Like, that's just how it goes.
Like, instead of trying to embrace my job, embrace yours.
That's it.
That's it. Like,
because I need you.
Come on.
You're on my fucking team. I need you.
Like, so
I'm the captain. Don't get it twisted. I mean that in both ways. Look, I'm the captain. I'm the captain of the team. Yeah. But I can't win the championship without you. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I definitely, and that's Women's International Day. Being the best role player to your husband. You feel what I'm saying? Because your husband is the captain of that team, and you got to be Scottie Pippen. You got to be was it Kobe or Shaq?
You got to be shit.
You don't know.
I wouldn't use that.
Yeah. It was Shaq was the captain.
Yeah,
first.
Facts.
Then Kobe. What you said? But
y'all
dig what I'm saying though? Like you got to be LeBron. and Wade and Bosch and you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be that. You feel me? You gotta be you gotta be Andre Iguodala and Stephen's name is your role players because you don't want to Finals MVP. But he did.
He held down his job.
But he did it. Yeah, but Andre Iguodala was a nigga. But anyways, you gotta do your role, play your role. You know what I'm saying? So we can win though. But if you ain't playing your role and you talking about, man, listen, we have sex and we together, but I'm aborting this baby, or I don't want to do that. I gotta focus on my career, and why is your career matter more than my baby? Don't ever put your career before my baby. Don't you ever do that. And then you gotta tell your woman too. Don't you ever think that your job as your personal career is bigger than my child, because it's not. And once she realizes that, you defeat a demon on her that makes her think that she gotta be like people that she sees on TV. Because the main thing about a woman is she wants value. She wants to feel valuable. Her value doesn't sit in her career. Her value sits in what she does for your children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Concept. That kind of echoes to what I was saying. Like, that's disrespectful to you as the man. She talking about my career is more important than your seed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If they say that, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your career is more important than our baby that we about to have. Like, so you don't give a fuck about what come out of me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to carry my seed. It's like,
the baby gets neglected.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's like it's hella disrespectful. It's like that's not how a righteous sister would think. She was like, you know what, the hell with that. I know my man gonna pick up the bills and everything. If I was working or whatever, he gonna handle this, and I'm gonna have his baby. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta tell women, man, their time's gonna come.
Absolutely.
Like their time's gonna come. Like, listen, if you a man who stays at home with your children and your woman slaves, that's just his situation. But now if it's reversed and if the man slaves and the woman stays at home with the kid, that's their situation. You get what I'm saying? Like when you have young children, someone gotta be at the crib.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We ain't rich. We don't got no nanny. You know what I'm saying? We can't afford no motherfucking daycare. Daycare costs an arm and a leg. You feel what I'm saying? So like someone gotta do it. You know what I mean? But then one day we'll get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And one day you get to be the star and shining like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I mean? And when it happens, hey, Women's International Day. You know what I mean?
And listen, if I may, it's like you want some empowerment, women. Y'all listen, I got some empowerment for them. Read you a precept real quick. You know what I mean? This is Proverbs chapter 31. We're gonna start at verse 10. Mm-hmm. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Y'all virtuous women, so-called virtuous women, and empowered women want to quote this. This is real empowerment. And we ain't stopping at verse 10. We keep reading.
Right.
The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of his life. That's an empowered woman.
You understand that? She's gonna do him good and not evil. And that lightens the load of a man. You know what I mean? Get done good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, woman, your real empowerment is understanding that I'm the one with the power. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one that controls. Like, I have the final say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ain't nothing wrong with a woman being like, you know, can we eat here? Like, that's not what I'm talking about. When it comes to like life-changing decisions, you know what I mean, or something that's really critical, like I have the final say. My judgment is better than yours. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, the scripture says the Lord deprived the woman of wisdom. Not being smart. A woman is very smart.
Right.
Listen, black women are the only group of women who are more so-called educated than black men as far as college and having a degree. The only group in the world is black women over black men. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, and then a woman gets in a position, and not all women, and let me say this clearly, not all women. This is what I'm about to say is very stereotypical, but it is true. And it's an actual stat what women do. Women think that their group of men, meaning black men, are lower than them because of the income rate. So they start to believe that this man can't compare to them. So these women chase a certain man who's only 1% of the population as far as black men. They chase that man and end up with no man.
Mm-hmm.
When really the position that you're in, sis, is to be the educated breadwinner and to marry a brother who has a slave or no slave, but his job is to rule you. That's the position that we're in. That's what the brother brought there in precept earlier when he said that the oppressor is our
and women rule over them.
yeah, the oppressor's a child and women rule over us. Women rule over us because you allow it to happen. You need to take charge of that. Don't be intimidated. A lot of brothers might think like, I want to get with this woman, but I can't afford her. You can't afford her.
Nigga, you tripping.
You can't afford her, brother?
Brother, you
Prostitute or what?
you don't
Yeah, what you mean you can't afford her? Oh, yeah, I can't afford to take care of her. You gotta afford to take care. She's a grown woman, brother. She's grown. She's a grown woman. She don't need you to take care of her. She needs you to manage her, man. Hello. Listen, a woman needs a manager.
A man is in management.
Yeah, and you go in there, be the man, and you manage her life. Straight up.
And I'm hired.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm hired.
You hear this nigga, right?
Oh,
She needs a manager, brother.
Nah, real talk.
You
man.
go be her manager. And you manage those finances, you manage the household, and you manage her character. You'll win.
Listen,
If you don't got it, then you come here and we'll teach you, brother.
Damn
That's
right.
just facts.
don't be afraid of them root words.
Mm-hmm.
Manager.
manager.
They ain't call it womanger.
You feel me?
Womanager.
But yeah, what was it called?
Yes.
Womanger.
Never.
It's called manager.
Yeah. Put some respect on it.
Come on, I'm just saying, bro.
Management.
I ain't trying to damage you. I'm just trying to manage you.
That's it.
Come on, now.
I'm trying to increase it, not
a little
decrease
too
it.
much. You hear me? Increase you. You know?
Increase it, not decrease
You
it.
know what I'm saying? But like that's real life game though, man. Like real life, man. Like a woman is absolutely beautiful and she's absolutely
She brings a lot to the table.
she's worthy. You get what I'm saying? But let's just not get out of hand and make an International Women's Day where she's gonna be overtake a man or be equal to a man, because that can never be.
And
It can never be.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's not natural.
It's not. You're transgender.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
man, like
that's the same
transitioning.
shit.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and this is the cold part about it too, right? They make Women's Day, like you said, International Day, such a big thing, and they publicize it everywhere. To answer your question earlier, there is a Man's International Day. It's November
That's what I
19th.
thought. I wanted to do a fact check. I knew
It's,
there was.
no, it's November 19th.
No one knows that.
That's the point. That's the point. It's never.
Hey,
It's not
real
so.
talk. Even in the world, like Father's Day couldn't hold a candle.
Nah,
to
Father's Day, nigga.
That's it.
Look, they make jokes about it where they go, "Oh, mom gets everything. Wish y'all get that. Some socks."
Some tools to fix the house.
Yeah, like
Put
something.
that nigga to work.
Yeah, something so simple. Like it's even in the mind state of it is to put women up and
Yeah.
win down.
Yeah.
Like that's why we don't respect it, because we know the foolishness of what Women's International Day is.
Yeah.
It's very foolish. If you really were about empowerment, we would see it and we would respect it. But we can't respect your what is it? Your simplicity. We can't respect it. Your inability to see beyond what's really going on is our wisdom in knowing the tools that our enemy are trying to put against us.
If I may, sir,
Go ahead.
You just said so heavy that make me think like, okay, Black and Hispanic and Native American women who are on this, I need empowerment and equal rights to men. Like you have the wrong like objective. You should be wanting to be over your oppressor. That's the real empowerment you should be seeking.
You should want some handmaids.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Like a woman should be angry that she don't have handmaids and nannies.
come on now.
Because a woman that raises a child, you know, when her man is gone, that is the roughest thing. Like, why don't you pray like instead of you're praying that your husband be home all the time, because that's not a possibility when you're a priest of God. I keep it real. I'm sorry.
It's not gonna happen.
But it is possible to be like, you know what? Can I get some handmaids? Can I get some friends that help me and work for me at the same time? They work for me and they help me raise these
It's
children.
like this. So I would make it even more righteous for you. I had to
Yeah,
get
you
it.
about to go crazy.
But a little sloppy.
Yeah.
I
I know what
you
you're about to say.
Man, listen. Listen. Pray for some help for your husband to bring you some help.
Yeah.
Pray for him to bring you some help. I know you don't like it. I don't care that you don't like it. But guess what? You need some help at home.
Peripheral. What you saying?
Proliferate.
Proliferate.
Proliferate. I'm just saying though.
What is proliferate?
I don't know.
He's just saying so.
No, proliferate, I think it means like to put out like harmless, like you're harming with your words.
Yeah, to proliferate is to overemphasize all different type of things that harm you. You know what I mean? Like you push it on a large scale. You know what I mean?
I never looked it up. I just felt like that's
no.
I was right though.
Yeah, to push something on a large scale like that. But
but what you're saying is so right though, Carlos. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like there was a time in the Bible where these sisters traded what's it called? When it's the thing that get your husband right. Mandrakes. They traded mandrake like that. You get some mandrakes for these days, and you be with him, and I'm gonna get some mandrakes for these days. I'm gonna be with him. So just not cross it up. They wasn't friends, but they came to an agreement. You feel what I mean? But
because it was about him having babies, right?
well, they knew that they shared the same man, and they wanted both. They wanted time with that man. You feel what I'm saying? A woman is very territorial, and her territorialness, she'll never really understand why you need to give your time to someone else. Never.
Real
You know what I'm saying? Like even in the kingdom of heaven, she gonna be mad at you. Like you ain't in the kingdom of heaven. You thinking like, damn, I can't wait to get there because I'm gonna be out of this motherfucker just going crazy. They still gonna be like giving you some type of guilt trip. You can't
So
imagine.
either do it now, and prepare, or
it's
you're
gonna be the
have
same
problems.
way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you might as well do it now.
Hey, I'm about to go to this Kamgadalhar's continent. I got some ribs up. Yeah.
Yes, you ain't coming back for a year. But it's the other kids. Oh, damn well. Hey, I know I'm gonna see that one every year because he got his kids over here. and nigga be like, nigga, mind your business.
Right.
God, leave.
Yeah, that shit came from Babylon. That shit came with us.
Yeah, that didn't die in the
Right.
furnace.
This Hebrew shit.
That shit is hilarious.
Nah, that's real shit though, man. Like, and women, like, before we move on, I want to transition, of course. Like women's empowerment comes into how much you obey your husband, you'll get power. I'm just being honest with you. I know it doesn't sound as great as you wish it would, but if you listen to your husband and obey your husband, you give your husband complete authority over you, you're going to be empowered. Straight up.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But let's transition, man, because I want to get into something else, though. I know you got the Oakland sheriff thing, the brothers that retired, the cats that retired in Oakland, the police and all that. They quit. They didn't retire. They didn't get the pension.
They're quitting.
Oh, they just quit.
They're quitting.
I think that might be a quitting and the niggas get hired back or something.
Nah,
they gotta get
some are retiring.
They got to get their pension.
Yeah, some of them are retiring, but they're calling it the great. What is it? I gotta pull it back up.
But hold on, we're gonna get to that. But pull that for me. But this is the thing, though. This is another thing I want to talk about. Right? There's something going on in the world today, right? Called and it kind of goes with the women's empowerment, right? But it's the whoring. It's the whoring, and it goes on both sides. Men are whoremongers, women are whores, right? Mm-hmm. And the whoring that we see on a level, of course, because as much as we grow and we become older and older, we see the whoring going crazy. And I just want to warn brothers and sisters, man, you gotta be very, very careful with your whoring. You gotta stop being a whore first. You gotta be careful with your whoring by stop being a whore. And brothers, you gotta stop throwing these women away, straight up, man, right? Because let me tell you a story, right? I'm gonna tell you a story, man. This was when I was in high school, right? And of course, the story I'm about to say is so familiar to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. At the time, there was this cat. I ain't gonna say his name. He had a girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. He got a girlfriend. The girlfriend goes to this high school. He goes to a different high school, right? He's from a gang. He's from an enemy hood of this gang. But his girlfriend goes to the enemy hood school. She gets with him. He messes with some other girl. And this is, I read a story recently out here in Southern California. Remind me of this story. He messes with some other girl. She finds out they didn't have social media, so it's hearsay back then. It's 2008, 2007. It's hearsay back then. So she just hears that he messes with some other girl. So she gets angry. You know what I mean? She goes on MySpace. I'm single. Do this and this and that. Niggas that go to her school, they know that she messes with that cat over there. They get in her ear. Hey, were you single? Ooh. And she's like, no, I'm just angry. That's still my boyfriend. They're like, yeah, but he did this. Ooh, they get in her ear. He did this to you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, you know, we basically like trying to get him. You feel me? So she plays him off like, no, like that's, you know, hell nah, I'll never tell you where he lives. Basically, all that. He still fucking with the bitch though, right? The other one. She's angry. She goes back to them. Oh yeah, this he live over here. Whoop. What we can do is I'm gonna meet up with him. Just follow us. So that's what happened. So he ended up, you know, he's still with the other girl, but then she so-called works it out with him. And they meet up. They get in the car. She picks him up. He doesn't have a car. She picks him up. He doesn't know that there's another car following them to his house. So, you know, they get in the car. The car's parked. He kisses her. He gets out the car. He's going to the crib. He walks towards the garage. They hop out the car. And they shoot him up, kill him in front of his house. She drives off. They drive off. Be careful with this shit out here, man. Because I just heard a story about this similar incident like 2 days ago. And I'm like, damn, man, like not only is the woman was cold, the whole thing is a cold story. You know what I'm saying? These guys doing life, they're doing video life right now. They got caught, of course. The girl got caught, she snitched on everybody. You know what I mean? So like out here, you gotta be very careful. You gotta stop playing with people the way you think it's, you think it's just normal and okay because of your anger and because of you not being able to control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, work things out. And I want to say this, in a relationship, right? In a relationship, when you have a relationship with somebody, it's good to be private. You feel what I'm saying? If you're gonna get counseled by a person. But Facebook ain't your counsel.
Right.
Social media ain't your counsel.
Right.
With your situation. You know what I mean? A lot of people thrive off seeing you hurt. A lot of people love to see you down in their dumps because it makes them feel better about them being down in the dumps. You know what I mean? It's good to be strong. It's good to be healthy mentally. It's never good to be weak publicly.
Right.
You feel what I mean? Even if you're feeling down.
Right.
Social media became such an evil tool in today's society that we feel like that's our outlet to express ourselves. But it's not, though. It is never an excuse to be okay with letting everybody know your business because you're angry or you upset or you're sad or you're happy. Damn all that. Don't share everything with everybody. You get what I'm saying? Especially with people who, you on Facebook, you share things with people in ISUBK, man, because we love you. But there's other people on Facebook, man. You feel what I'm saying?
You hop on, like the demon, as soon as you log in on the Facebook, demon said, how are you feeling?
Yeah. Are you feeling angry, happy, sad, content?
Right.
What, content? How I show a content face? Right. Like, we gotta listen. I understand social media is I like social media. I be on social media. I get on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Is text message social media? I don't think so. But those things are social media. I like social media, but my life isn't engaged in social media so much where I share every intimate moment with everybody. You get what I'm saying? And I know, like, for women, not all women, but a lot of women, they share their most intimate moments with Facebook. And Facebook is such a thing where, I remember John Muhammad bring this years ago, right? History on it. Where you feel like you need to post something because those likes make you feel like you hit a jackpot. And you need those likes. Yep. And those likes are, you hang on every bit of those likes. Yep. And those likes are everything to you, and it makes you feel empowered. Empowered, but not only, empowered is a good word. It makes you feel what's the word when you feel like you want somebody? It's I forget the word.
Not accomplished.
It makes
Appeased or
I don't know what the word is. It's damn near. It's the same feeling as when it hit the jackpot.
Excited?
Yeah, I don't know.
gratified.
I guess gratification I'll take, but it makes you feel something that you don't feel normally. Like no, you're like, why can't your man make you feel like that? And you think it's you like a woman likes to be, or a man likes to be depressed because someone's not making them feel a certain way. But depression doesn't come from no one else but yourself. Like when a woman's depressed, a man didn't make her depressed.
Mm-hmm.
When a man's depressed, a woman didn't make him depressed. He allowed depression to overtake him.
Mm-hmm.
But social media becomes your outlet for everything. Let's stop doing that. Let's be grown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can we be grown?
I mean, we're trying to.
You know what I'm saying? Can we be grown and can we not allow being a whore, being sad, being happy, being angry? Can we not allow everyone to feel that? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, my man, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say, man, you gotta work on who you are as a person too. That's another thing. Like the reason why you looking for these acceptance and likes and stuff is you're really dealing with a whole bunch of personalities.
Right.
Y'all need to. It's a movie. What's that movie called? Y'all need to stop being like Sybil. Go look that up. It's a movie called Sybil. It's a girl dealing with 16 different personalities.
God damn.
You seen Split?
I seen parts of it. Yeah.
Too.
Like you gotta correct yourself and get yourself in check. Like the problem, like you're saying, you're looking for satisfaction. You know what I mean? In these likes and and posting your life on social media, not realizing it's really not doing anything. It's virtual. It doesn't affect you in any way other than your, what do they call, social status.
Yeah, I mean, social media is a good thing.
It's a good tool.
When you're trying to network.
You try to use it right.
Yeah, but then it's an evil thing if you're not mentally prepared for people not fucking with you.
Nah, what's up?
Publicly.
It's like my thing is like, what if you go there to social media for your validation, so to speak?
They do.
Yeah.
And look,
No, they do though. No, I want you to. What you said was so correct. They do. Correct, but go ahead.
Concept. What if you they go there for your you're going there for your validation. I'll say that this way.
Yeah.
You're going there for your validation.
Yeah.
And nobody gives a fuck.
And
nobody.
After that, you're on the verge of killing
You know
yourself.
what I'm saying? You're going there just to I'm gonna express myself. You looking for the 150 likes, you get one.
I said, I'm so glad you said that. That's why. Listen, if you're my friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like your post. I'm gonna like your post. I'm like, whatever. I like, cause I fuck with you. I'm gonna like, because not saying that you got issues, but shit, maybe. And I'm gonna fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like men. Nah, y'all can't feel like that. You know what I mean? I feel more sympathetic to the sisters, but it's like, y'all, you need your husband to tell you something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like, can we not allow social media to dictate who we are? Because who we are in person is way bigger than what we are on social media.
That's so heavy, sir. Because a lot of these women have a big head and an ego because they have 4,000 followers on Instagram.
You ever seen someone on social media before? Or not to cut you off. You ever seen a woman on social media before?
Have you ever seen one?
Yeah. And then seen her in person?
It's just normal.
Yeah, you ever seen one like, damn, and then you see her in person like, oh, okay.
Right.
Damn, you took great
What
pictures.
was the hype about?
Social media is sometimes social media is all these women have.
But this is the cool part.
It's the exception.
This is the cool part. She realizes that she's not who she is on social media.
Mm-hmm.
That's the coldest part of life. You think that one way you're on social media, motherfuckers are like, damn. Then in real life, they're like, damn. You feel what I mean?
It's like,
Then it's like, oh, they don't see me the way they seen me. And they're like, yeah, we don't. Then it's like, but you might have a good personality. You should have led with that though.
because now the perception is made.
Yeah. Because now I know you wasn't who I thought you was.
And now at this point, it don't matter.
You're a liar.
You can't live on social media. You gotta live in real life.
Yep.
Real life matters, man. Can we say that? Say that. Black lives matter. Real life matters. Real life matters.
Real talk though.
Go ahead though.
No, that's real talk. I just was tripping on how social media is like, as far as men too, but as far as women, like social media is all they have.
But this is the cold part though. We fuck with y'all characteristically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. Likes don't. I don't give a fuck about a fucking like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Characteristically, that's who I want to get to know because that's who I want to fuck with.
Because if I may say,
go ahead.
if a woman posts a picture of her baking the cake and it gets like 30 likes,
Yeah.
she's not gonna post. Versus,
She's not gonna bake that cake again.
come on, sir. she, opposed to her with her half her behind on the bathroom counter.
Come on.
You feel me?
But it's the part though. Another part y'all forget too. Not to cut you
No,
off.
it's fine.
Another part you forget too. Like you be a married sister and she posts a picture. She married. I can't really fuck with you. Like. Not, I'm not saying if you like a married sister picture, you a weirdo. But I'm not gonna like your picture. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You could have. You have 70 likes. She could have had 170. But niggas is like, this is the brother. Because this is what I know about ISBK husband. Like, this nigga like, this is my nigga. Hold on. Why am I nigga liking this shit? I don't want my niggas to think that about me. You feel me? Because I'm like, they gonna think like, oh, this nigga, why he liking my So I'm like, nope.
I don't have time for that. Nope.
If I like a picture of you, it's gonna be a picture of you and your husband.
Yeah. I'm very specific.
Right.
Listen.
Or it was like it's a
I like
picture of
baby.
you like,
Happy baby.
baby. Or like,
Congratulations. You
yeah,
graduated
something
for
that tells
something.
me you married.
Yeah.
Like some nursing shit.
Yeah, something very simple. Like what you're saying is so heavy. Like
I mean, just the fact. I want to get it publicly spoken. These are unspoken things.
no, real talk.
But like for real though, I probably won't like your pictures just because it's not like you ain't. You a beautiful sister, but you my brother's wife, and I don't want my brother to feel weird about me. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to turn it up a little notch. Like I'll see a female, right?
Yeah.
She say she ain't got no husband, right? And she nice looking sister, right? And she already got like 200, 300 likes.
Yeah.
I won't like that picture because I'm like, I cannot be a sucker like these niggas.
Yeah, I can't
in my mind.
Like,
yeah, I can't. No, I'm good.
Nah, but like, you gotta understand, man. Like in here, we respect each other. We
No,
love
real
each other.
talk.
And there ain't nothing wrong with liking a sister's picture. Nothing. It's just some of us that feel like, this might be a little weird. I don't want niggas to think I'm weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that might be in my mental.
But that's just,
might be me.
but
That's in mine.
But it's off. But it's not even that we doing it to be weird or nothing. It's a respect factor.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from me. It's like,
But can I bring it all the way back now?
go, sir.
Whoring leads to death, man. Like Taiwan said, you can bake a cake, you might get 30 likes. Or you put that cake on the sink, it might get 130 likes. Hey, you might get 130 likes.
They don't like
But it
cake.
ain't gonna be the likes that you want though. You feel what I'm
The
saying?
husband
Like,
is in that other case.
well, nah, the ones that if you on a sink, sitting your ass on the sink and you got a husband, that nigga don't know. He don't know how to
He don't
roll
love
you.
That nigga.
Straight up. But
Leave.
there's single women out here that throw that ass on the sink and niggas is like, dogs about it. Oh man, I'll do this. Niggas is weird. You know what I mean?
Weird as
You can't
shit.
be weird like that. Any bitch that do that is a weirdo. Straight up. She's mentally fucked. You can't fuck with a bitch like that.
Right.
Yeah, excuse my language, but she's a goofy. That's what I need my brothers to understand when you see that ass. But that's what they do. They do understand. They just go smack the bitch down, have sex with her, excuse me. They have sex with her and they leave it at that. And that's why she's throwing that ass on the sink every third week or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? She's
Who
doing
wants
that.
to turn?
She's doing that because that's all she got to offer. Right? So now, but I want to bring it back to this though. The whoring and things, man, a woman might do that just to make a nigga angry. Just to make her nigga angry. Ain't no, listen,
I don't play them type of
man,
games.
it's about 70% of women that act like they single but getting robbed by somebody.
Getting right.
Straight up.
Sir.
You gotta do your investigation out here. You can't just go lay down with a woman.
That's
You
real
can't.
talk.
I don't got no man. When's the last time you had sex? Last week.
Well,
God
shit.
damn.
So who is this nigga?
Yeah, like, and that's the woman that you want to go have sex with.
Hell nah.
You can't put your life on the line like that because now you done have sex with this woman because she said she was single. Meanwhile, she got a whole nigga. A nigga that at least he thinks he's in a relationship with.
Not on duty.
Now he gonna look at you like, damn, I seen this nigga. He was wearing a motherfucking headband and shit.
Not
It said
really.
ISUBK and
Not
shit.
really.
Yeah, he came over here to the 246 East Highland and shit. Yeah, we gotta go get that nigga. So you gotta be careful who you bring it up into your room, and be careful who you like and who you want in your presence. You feel what I'm saying?
And if I may say, like, you'll know if she's dealing with somebody.
Yeah, because you niggas be ignoring it because they ride.
Right.
They little head bigger than their big head.
Right. Like this. You don't want to have a strong delusion like we was talking about class.
That strong
You
delusion.
don't want to have a strong delusion for women, man. Like, calm down, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Take your time.
Nah, for
Real talk.
Like, calm down. Nigga. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right. What you saying is right. Like niggas is out here horny. Like, how horny are you though? Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, are you so horny that you willing to give up all your morals and your standards and your integrity
Right.
because some ass? You can't be that goddamn horny.
Well, they take that.
Yeah.
Oh, she told me she ain't got a man, so I ran with that. Like, oh, nigga, calm down.
Out here empowering women. And shit.
There you go. You out here empowering women and shit with your weird ass. Making these women feel like this is why I act like this.
Right.
I act like this because it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's you over here giving me attention and giving me this and paying for my rent and doing nigga like the trick a little bit.
You're telling me that I should be on the same level as you.
Yeah.
Like,
You feel me?
I'm around with it then.
Right.
And like you said, it ain't that deep, my nigga. Like, there's women out here that will respect you.
Well,
man.
so listen, man, you gotta be disciplined in what you do at all times. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna say, Quan?
Nah. I'm just sitting there like, that's the absolute truth. If you ain't understanding it, man, be careful. Be careful, because not only is you, I mean, just being horny enough, like, brother, you prepared to burn?
What did Cat Williams say Friday After Next?
What you talking about?
He said, "Don't be
sorry.
Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful."
I said, I'm tired of your presence.
Dismiss. No, but let's not. But he's so right though. Listen though. He's so right. He said, "Stop being sorry. Be careful." Is that game?
That's facts.
Is that game?
Real talk.
Stop being sorry, man. Be careful. Be careful out here. You sorry? Listen, the nigga might ask you. I don't do this, but some niggas might do this. He might ask you, "How many men you been with?" And she gonna be like, "I don't want to say. I don't want to say." And you like, "Damn, that's a lot." Then. so then you like, "Nah, don't." She gonna give you a number, and you be like, "Damn." She's like, "I'm sorry, but I want to be with you. I love you." Like,
But you got multiplied by 3.
Don't be sorry, yo. Be careful. Bitch gonna tell you 15.
I'm not.
She think that's a low number.
I'm not.
She think that's a low number.
How many? Yeah. How many? I want to hear any.
Yeah.
To keep it real.
I'm just saying, like, you ain't stuck with no man. You a changed woman.
Exactly.
Right. You born again, bitch.
Yeah,
Did you ever say no shit like that?
Yeah.
Born again. You ain't never doing no man. You don't got no exes.
Right.
What the fuck is an ex?
Right. What the fuck is an ex? You don't got no motherfucking exes.
I'm like, bitch, you cheated on me, bitch?
Yeah.
Like,
Real talk. She gonna talk about her baby daddy. Like, baby daddy, that kid is yours. I don't know who the bell. Ain't no baby daddies around
say,
the
bitch,
world.
you came with a child.
The Lord made you like that.
I don't know that.
The Bartley land.
Yeah, Bartley girl like a motherfucker. Bitch, you came like that. Alright? Nah, but I just want to say to my people, man, just be strong on social media and don't let social media rule over your spirit, man, because let your man rule over your spirit. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's a cold game out here. Everybody's analyzing everything. You feel what I mean? Like, we don't want to be out here giving it up to no suckers in the world that believe we one thing and we not. We are that thing. We hardcore, man. My men and I should be careful. We straight soldiers, gangsters, all that. Like, everything you want to think of, we that. And I expect them to be that way at all times. On socials, but I don't care about socials. But on social, you still supposed to be on point, though. You feel what I mean? So, I expect everybody in UBK to be on point in any demographic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
especially social media.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
this day and age,
it's being watched by so many people.
of course, and it's getting watched by people who are going to be up in here in 1 second.
Yeah, and if you meet someone on the street, what they gonna do? You gonna get your number? They're gonna look you up.
ASAP.
You know what I'm saying?
ASAP.
They're gonna look you up, see what you on.
If you look my number up on Google, I'll pop up like a mother. My number pops up on this crazy. So when I put if my number goes out, like if I give a business card or whatever, I just know like, oh, they about to look me up and it's gonna go dummy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's ISUBK scripture breakdown. So my number, like, if I get my number, like, listen, if my slavery everywhere to look at my number it's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Like, what? Who are we harboring? For real.
What?
It's gonna be dummy.
I be thinking the same shit.
It's gonna pop out like Captain Zador, Thursday scripture.
I'm like,
breakdown.
James, what is this?
Yeah. I'm like, ain't no white man. Oh, Preston, he's a fucking devil. Excuse my language. I'm gonna say excuse my language too. Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
You know how certain like TikTok or Facebook.
Yeah.
If you have
I'm
like
like
number in your
everybody.
phone,
I'm like everybody. But still though, if you look my shit up on Google, it's dummy.
Oh, you block them?
Yeah, like on my social.
Okay.
Hell yeah, on social. But on Google, it's cracking. Like Google 619, it's like this. Google my number.
like in Google search.
Yes. Google the number and watch what pops up right now. Right now. You're gonna be like, damn. You see it?
I'm about to look it up
Look
right
it up
now.
real quick and just show me.
Dun.
Look at what pops up.
Hey.
Duh. Oh, I already did it. Hella shit. Look at my
That's
latest video. My latest video.
It's like black and brown, black guy. A white man, the devil. Who is this that coming from Basra? Oh shit.
It's hella shit on there. It's over.
White man going to slavery.
Oh, bro.
Like, you gotta go straight to images. Like,
Yeah, go to images and it's just me. Look at, oh, the brothers, my shit right
Me.
here, right?
You put that on the apartment application. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. I gotta get my real number on that joint.
Real talk.
Nah, but look though, man, I just want to tell my peoples, man, because I love y'all my loved ones, man. Like straight up, man. Be strong on that joint, man. And we support each other on socials for sure. You know what I'm saying? But be strong on it, man, and go through the right protocol. You feel what I'm saying? Like sometimes I might see, and I'm not trying to call out any brothers. I love all y'all, but sometimes I might be like, hey, anyone got the number to this? It's like, hey man, hit your cap leader. Let's be organized. You know what I'm saying? Let's be organized about how we deal with our shit. Like go to your camp leader and see what number he got. Some cats might be like, you got the number to Toronto? Well, why are you asking Facebook?
Right,
Go to your camp leader. I don't mean to talk about our business, but you feel what I'm saying though? Like let's be organized and let's be on point though. You feel what I mean? That makes us feel, that makes us, gain the correct type of organization that we need to be on though. Not all over the place like we a fake Israelite group asking random motherfuckers where the shit is at.
yeah, no, real
What
talk.
does this scripture mean?
Yeah, can you break this down? Someone break this down. What? That's in the class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No class.
I know it'd be a lot of young brothers or young sisters, and I understand that, but like, you know what I mean? If you ain't heard it from your camp leader yet, if you're watching the show, man, hear it from me. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Let's be on point. Let's be, strict about how we deal with our dealings. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but that's it. All that's all I got. Y'all wanna
If I could just recap one more time, like sisters, and I know we went in a lot on y'all tonight, but
It's Women's International Day. You had to.
and you know what I'm saying? Like y'all need to be the righteous sister. Don't follow the ways of this world. Love your husband, serve your husband, listen to your husband. Whether you feel is right, whether you feel is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, love and serve your husband. Like you said, like Cap said, like we can do your job, but you could never do our job. So life isn't fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Just love and serve your husband. Be that righteous sister, regardless of the world says, regardless of the world thinks. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And that's more power to you.
Man, it's so heavy though. Projects are like, to speak about women's empowerment is to speak about this too though. Like, I don't ever want my sister to feel like I would ever down talk them because women are so pivotal to the nation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so pivotal. A man loves a woman so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how much a man loves to be with a woman. To feel the worth of a woman is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is something that a lot of men need in their life. They need to feel like they can be a warrior, but to feel like more of a man, they need to go get some of that box stuff. They need to go feel that woman and feel that love from women and feel that care from women. Just so I can go back to the Aki and be like, man, I'm good. And I'm not so uptight, not so high strung.
Yep.
I didn't release my thing with my woman, and I can come back to the Aki and I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? So like for men, a woman is detrimental. And I'm not just trying to bring it just to sex, but it's sex. It's just the conversation. It's the being with a woman. Just having the company of a woman is everything to a brother that loves, that wants to, that has that type of desire, exactly. Because not all men, some men is good to go. You feel what I mean? Like, Christ wasn't good to go, but he dealt like he was good to go though. You feel what I'm saying? But it's good. It's good to be a solid woman. You know what I'm saying? And a woman needs to. One thing about a woman is a woman needs to feel like she has a man. So a woman is going to test her man at times, and a man needs to come up to the test. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of men, sometimes we be like, man, you got it. Then it's like, hold on, bitch, you got me fucked up. You got life fucked up. You got to flex on her, something crazy. And then really she like angry, but she like, all right, that nigga he's still lying.
He's still him.
Yeah, he's still him. And then
you know
what I mean? Excuse my language to the sister, but sometimes you just got to go crazy on her just so she can know. Yeah, she can know like, oh yeah, this nigga is crazier than me still. I was just checking. You know what I'm saying? I was just checking if the nigga was still crazy and not. You're still always crazy.
Yeah.
You know
I just turn them off for you.
Yeah. I'm me personally. I'm a very violent person.
Me too. I'm
like
nice.
I'm a very violent person in nature. That's why I act so laid back and cool, because I don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not go there. So like I'm so like, hey, no problem.
This is control rate.
Yeah, I'm trying to be so good. It's so fine that you're hurting me right now.
Yeah, control.
Yeah, like you're ruining my peace right now. It's okay.
Yeah,
but then it's really inside. It's crazy.
Yeah, my mind. In my mind, I'm Homer Simpson to you.
Yeah,
you know
that's the demon though.
Yeah,
the demon.
But outwardly, I'm just okay. Yeah, I will.
but no, serious. No, but it's good though, man. It's good to have that woman's, you know what I mean, that touch when a brother needs it. You know what I'm saying? So women's empowerment has nothing to do with white women's empowerment, but it has everything to lead into a nation up under a man. You know what I mean? So get that to your man, give him that thing that he needs, and that's a woman's grace. That's a woman's peace and a woman's voice. You feel me? If a man, listen, what Abigail did to King David was about to go kill her husband, man. Go kill her husband. And she sweet talked him so much, that brother turned around, took them pies, and got on. You know what I'm saying? Because she was so much of a beautiful spirit. He said, man, I said, God damn. I wish she was, man, listen, you got me. And I'm going to leave. But damn, you sweet talk the shit out of me. And I'm going to leave with all my men. And she saved her husband's life. And when she told her husband, he died. He had a stroke. You feel what I'm saying? She had a stroke. He later died.
Then became David's wife.
Yeah. And then David said, hold on, she's angel.
Right.
Because when she was talking to me, man, my mind was crazy.
He said, she ain't got no man.
She ain't got no man. Sir.
Run that.
Yeah. Tell her come see me.
Come to see the man.
You know what I mean? And what she was like, God.
Man,
so I'm just saying that sweet talk is gonna save lives, man.
Listen,
sweet talk your husband when you get a chance, man.
Yeah, and
practice it.
And if I may, real quick, sir, like women, your empowerment is regaining your femininity.
Facts.
Like that's what you need to do. You want to be empowered, women, regain your femininity, and our households will be a lot more in order. You'll have the things that you want. You'll have the peace that you want. That's it.
We out of here, man.
If I may, hey, join us for class tomorrow, March 11th, from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at 1605 West Olympic Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Captain Dawhar will be teaching class. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down how them people around Israel are not going to do in-depth breakdown, man. Come and get that knowledge, man.
Yeah. The biblical and historical facts of who the Jewish man really is and who the Jews really are. We're gonna get it in tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna be in downtown LA. We're gonna go crazy. Shit, that one got a boot kiss last week. I gotta up that this week. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go crazy next week or tomorrow. It's like it tomorrow. So come meet us downtown in LA Friday tomorrow, March 11th. We're gonna be going crazy. Hey, Shalom, we'll see you next Thursday.